Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh
He's like,
man.
Oh wow!
that's fucked up.
Damn.
That's fucked
That's
up,
where
dude.
you went.
Yeah,
That's where you went,
absolutely.
Ty.
Absolutely.
Wow. I
Absolutely.
ain't even mad. All right. Well, hold on. Did I upload? All right. This is gonna be. It's gonna be a very. It's gonna be a build the plane while we fly it type of morning. For those of y'all tuning in, shout out to the homie Gothic Chica who pulls up every Saturday, every time we about to broadcast. She right there. Hold on, this wasn't supposed to come up yet. Give us time to talk it up. Put it on loop. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's Vince and them, Ty and them. It's Bad Yaz and them. Yes, we about to get. All right, yeah, I ran out of words.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Practice
do
makes
that.
perfect. Practice does make perfect.
Learn how to put weed in the bag first. Then get money.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your favorite Blurred Click, ready to talk blurred shit. And there's so much to discuss this morning. And of course, you see the header. We got the debut of season 4. Is it season 4 of Invincible? Yeah, I believe it's season 4.
I thought it was season 4.
I think it's 3. I think it's season 4. Well, either way.
Okay.
Invincible, the new season of Invincible is upon us, everybody. The new season of Invincible is upon us. So we're going to talk about this amongst a few other things. So don't go nowhere. We just getting started. Let me turn this thing off so it stops doing that. And in addition to that, a few other noteworthy things, such as One Piece did drop. This was last week, but we wasn't here last week, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it. So we're going to chat on it. We ain't going to spoil it, but we're going to give at least some of our feelings on it. You may have heard that the Spider-Man trailer is making its waves out for Brand New Day. And guess who did not see the trailer? This guy. And I refuse to watch it because it's just going to spoil the movie. I don't need to be sold on a movie I'm going to see. So we'll talk about that. Also, the Oscars happened this most recent weekend. Excuse me. I think it was Sunday, right? I didn't get a chance to watch it. And I typically don't watch it. But this one evidently made some waves because of some of the winnings. Some of the people are not happy about one battle after another, and we've kind of already done that. We've spoken at length about our feelings about one battle after another, so we may or may not address that. Frankly, I'm kind of out of the loop, so I'm hoping that my teammates can help big me up on this one. And of course, Paradise had another episode. Spoiler alert, this bitch crazy, and we get to understand at least why. But yeah, I would love to chat with y'all about Invincible. And honestly, since it's been a week since we had a chance to talk, I like to just rap with y'all about what's happened over the last week or so, because in your lives, because I frankly have had quite an eventful couple weeks. This last week was actually hella eventful. Yeah, Invincible too. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into it. It's the new Blurred Order. Pull up a seat. During this intro clip, this is your time to hit that like button on your screen. So once you see that come up on the screen, go ahead and hit that like, hit that share, and do all that other good stuff that we supposed to say you're supposed to do. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get it at the new Blurred Order.
One of the greatest podcasts, and you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.
Well, like I said, Invincible is on the docket. It's crazy. The whole series is coming to a head. I did get a chance to watch, I think it's the first 3 episodes that were released on March 18th, which I think was like Wednesday or something like that. It was the day me and Ty was talking. We was on the phone and he was like, yo, I think Invincible drops this week. And I was like, does it? He was like, yeah, the 18th. And I looked at my watch. I was like, it's the 18th. I gotta go. We was on the phone. We were like, yeah, all right, man, let's get on up out of here, man. We got homework and shit. So went ahead and knocked on that door and got a chance to check that out. But a few other things has been going on, man. One, for starters, I'm back in my home. And last weekend, the reason why I couldn't pull up is because my daughter has been having these volleyball tournaments, which is great because she loves it. but it's kind of sad because we ain't been able to like do some of the stuff we usually do. For instance, today, MegaCon is officially in Orlando, and we have been going to MegaCon like every year consistently for a long time. I mean, Yaz even went with us a couple times. Ty came down a couple times, and so it's a little weird, like not not going to MegaCon. I don't want to say anymore, but just I don't know. It's just it's a weird feeling.
I thought we were boycotting MegaCon.
We are boycotting. That's why.
So
weird about it. This is our home, and we can't even be celebrated for the things that we love to do in our own home. And we literally give hundreds and thousands of dollars to this one corporation for years, and they let us with one time, and then ever since then it's rejection, denial, and there's no excuse for it. There's none. But we get to see everybody else doing their shit, and we're like, okay, cool, that's fun for y'all. I'm glad you guys get to represent your shit at our favorite con at our house, but it's cool. Do you, boo? So it's okay though. We're boycotting this year, but at least mom showed she's Batgirl today. So
that was such a great spill.
Mom's there with the Lego lug nerd. So y'all go check out my mom's build. Okay, I saw no more. You better vote on that shit. Yeah, represent.
Oh my god, yo, yes, that was the most confusing rant. She's like, "Fuck MegaCon, we ain't going to that shit no more. Everybody else out there is going, and we tired of it." But my mom is out there right now, so go support. Just make sure. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm confused. Oh wow, but yeah, man, it is bittersweet. It's unfortunate, the way things turn out with the con, because like we really do enjoy going, yes, and it just kind of sucks that because remember the way we got in was unconventional to begin with. I had to go through.
I know. I remember the shit we had in the avenues that we had to go to. So it's okay though, because you know what? I'm thinking about this now, and I'll just use my husband if they want to play games.
Ooh, hey, listen, we gotta use what we got to get what we want.
That Strickland name gonna come in handy, not with my name, but with his.
Right. Oh well, hey, let's do what we can, man. Well, listen, maybe this year won't be the year, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and make. Well, I did come across some memories or so. So if y'all will indulge me, check this out real quick. These are I love when these memory things come up. Some of this stuff I remember, some of it I don't, frankly. But check it out and let's kind of chat about it on the other end of this. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Bell. Right. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, that's Kim. Hey, all right. What is going on?
Okay. Kim.
All right, where is this? Okay. Oh, this is what we did our show back.
Use the right videos because your facial expression don't look like you at MegaCon right now.
Oh, hold
on. There you go. Yeah,
you a little Kiki.
I know
you a little Kiki.
Oh yeah,
He's like 6 feet tall now.
This is graduation. Oh, this is my goodness. Yes, okay. That's the whole entire family. Oh wow, this was I was in my aura. Oh yeah. What's the okay? Oh yeah, we had like a little college meetup. Oh my dog. Oh man, I didn't know this was in here, man. Oh yeah, look a little baby. Hey, when we bought our first home together. Oh, this is I think that was a cruise.
I thought you was.
Did you look through these memories before you
I didn't look at them. Nah, okay. I didn't. I just
was you going to stand up in a full on suit? Was you suited and booted for the comedian?
Hey, listen,
real quick. That was not what he needed to do with his sweating ass. Bitch be like 200 fucking degrees all the time, fucking wearing a suit under lights, bitch. What the fuck?
Oh my god, yo! Holy shit, yo! Look at yo! All right, so hold on. While we going down memory lane, check out some of this shit. Look at this shit, man. This is when we went to see Black Panther.
Wow.
Oh, this was yo, look at Killmonger. Shantae Williams when I was on tour with her. Hey, this is me. I'm the Black Panther in this one. Look at little Kiki. Look, Kiki's so small. That's when she took a picture with Shaggy. Look
at
at how
Kiki.
small Kiki is.
That's
Look at her. Yeah, she's so small. That's the daughter that I got going on. That's when I was on tour with Gerald Kelly, with Just Niche. For those of y'all that know Just Niche, remember that time? Oh shit, Ty, did you see that?
What?
It's your boy. It's your boy.
Who?
Remember you?
Ah!
Yeah, that whole thing, whatever that was. Yeah, man. Oh, these memories be coming through. But now I just want to circle back to that. Yo, did you see the Black Panther garb? Like, remember what that took me back? Remember when we all got? Well, I don't know about y'all, but like a lot of the world got actually dressed up to go and see the Black Panther. Like we got all dashiki'd up. Like, yeah, me and the wife, we did that. We was like, Bubba, we gonna go ahead and dashiki it on up, man. And we went to see Black Panther. And he was like, okay, let's do it, man. Okay. What do you mean? We went to a night. Take us out.
Look at this 90s outfit, though.
Y'all supposed to have the Wakanda forever sign right there, not the Black Power.
Okay, all right. Well, we hadn't seen it yet. We're on. Give us some credit. We were on the way in. We hadn't seen it yet. We didn't know. But yeah, this is a 90s party.
This look like Sinners.
No, I'm Dwayne from Different World, right? And I think she was like one of the like all that one of them cast members or something.
She not Whitney?
I don't think she's Whitney. Nah, I think she's more
Whitley.
Not Whitley. No, she looks more like young Ashley from Fresh Prince. I don't know. But let me stop y'all real quick. Who is this character? Do y'all recognize this guy?
I do, but I don't remember his name.
Yes and no. I do recognize that man.
This is T-Dog from Walking Dead. He didn't make it past the first season. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
But T-Dog, this is when I went to Carlos Navarro was kind enough to let me tag along with him when he was on that. Remember, he was on that season of Walking Dead, and he ended up going to he was on a couple seasons of Walking Dead, and he had to do the Walking Dead conventions. And he brought me along with him. Shout out to my dog Carlos, who like I've known since high school, even though I was friends with his sister first, because he's a little younger. And yeah, we still stay in touch. And they did him wrong at the radio station, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But Carlos, I ain't forget about you. I know I owe you a call back, bro. So I'm gonna hit you up real soon. Yeah. So that's T-Dog, man. But anyway, getting into that, like I was saying, y'all saw. My little one right here. This is my little baby right here. So this one right now, who I think was like 8 or 7 in this picture, she now was like a whole volleyball star.
Like damn near taller than you now.
Yeah.
She's hella tall now, and it's not the same. And even to this day, like yesterday, she came into the cave and she was like, Dad, this is gonna be the second year in a row we're not going to MegaCon. I was like, yeah, I know, man. She's like, yeah. She's like, but I don't even know what we would have been this year. And I was like, that's a good point. I hadn't even considered, because that's one thing we used to get a lot of credit for was putting up the effort to do the cosplay.
You know who you could have been?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the dude with the brain, the black dude with the brain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? Maelstrom.
Right, Maelstrom. And then she could have been Adam Eve, you know what I'm saying? Because like then they all like, you know what I mean? Like that would have been badass if y'all would have done that. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. I would have loved to. I could have definitely been Maelstrom. That's a really good idea. And that would have took a lot of creativity. That's the kind of outfit that you got to take at least a little bit of time to put together, because I want the brain to look right, and the outfit.
Okay. We got.
Oh yeah, you got to get the brain. Yeah, man. I gotta. Maelstrom is crazy. But the thing about it is, over the years, Kiki has been saying, like in our latter half, like, when she was a young child, like in this picture, I'd basically suggest something and she'd be like, yep, all right, I like it. Or we would agree. But as she got a little older, it started to be a little bit more like, I don't really know that show, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know these people. Like, can we do something? And she started to want to, actually, the last time we went, she brought a friend for her to go around. This was the time after you and I were there, Yaz, because Yaz was there with me when we did Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But then the year after that, she took a friend with her, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's beginning. It's happening already. She's doing the separation of parent thing." And I was like, "Uh-oh," because I told Deja from like Deja was my first child that I would bring. And Deja, man, we would go and we would ball out, and Deja was a celebrity. Like I remember I told y'all, like even to the point where she was like people be like, because she did Michonne. Remember she dressed up as Michonne, and I was a zombie. I had the chain on my neck and everything. And at the beginning, they were like, "Oh my gosh, Michonne, take it." And she's like, "Oh, this is cool." And about 3 hours later, Michonne, she's like, "What?" What? Oh my God! Like I just try to go to the bathroom. What? Like
I don't want to take more damn pictures. Like I'm fucking
over it. She was so over it. She was so over it. But anyway, yeah, and we ain't even gonna talk about this time because this was a whole thing itself. Like this relationship came and went. I'm still cool with one of the people in this picture. I'll let you guess which one. Well, two of them. I say two of them. Well, I'm still cool with Spunky. We're not tight anymore. We used to be friends, but now I'm just cool with him.
For those who don't know who Spunky is, he's the one to the farthest left.
Yeah, Spunky all the way to the left over here. All right, and then this is Dr. Foolish out of Miami. Dr. Foolish is a comedian who has urban fame. He's known to show up to his shows with a party bus full of women that attend his shows. It's a crazy sight. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself. This is I forget his name, man, but he rolls with my man right here, whose name
That's Darren.
Yeah. This dude is an online celebrity, but we ain't cool no more because whatever. Just Niche is famous now. She's had 2 Netflix specials since this meeting, and she's kind of got like urban comedy fame. And you see me there representing Venom. Even back then, what's the date on this? This is 2018. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. But yeah, I say all that to say that young girl that y'all saw in that picture, since she's now a little older, we now go to these volleyball tournaments on the weekends, and this most weekend was no different. We were at a volleyball tournament, and we actually got to go home to my home city of St. Louis, which is where I love to go because that's where the majority of my family is. And tell me why when I was there, a whole tornado hit St. Louis while I was there. It's like a real tornado, like a Take Me to Oz tornado. And let me just tell you how crazy it was when it happened before we go down this Invincible lane and we talk to the chat. Shout out to the chat for being there. I see y'all. We're gonna chat with y'all in just a second. So I'm in St. Louis and our flight landed I want to say Thursday. We got there Thursday night. She had games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is why we couldn't do the show last week live, right? Because I was in a different time zone and all that other stuff. But then, look at all these memories. I got to take this thing up the screen. But then shortly thereafter, she loses finally after winning 7 games in a row over the course of 2 days. They lose on Sunday, so we already had a flight booked to come back to Florida on Sunday. Well, around 6 o'clock, we had a couple hours left before we was trying to get to the airport. I took my family to this old park. Remember, did I tell y'all the story about how I almost drowned at a park in St. Louis one time? Did I tell y'all that story? Like how I remember I did. I told you because I told you the kid lied. The kid was like, "Vince, come on." I told him I could swim. He was like, "Come on in, Vince, the water." And I was like, "Okay." And I jumped in because I thought I could be able to stand up. And I fell into the water. And I was like, and then I looked up and I was like, "Why am I still underwater?" And I was like, "Let me just do it again real quick." I was like, "I'm still underwater."
So a lifeguard saved you?
Somebody saved me. Yeah, somebody came and saved me. They took me out the water, and so that was one of the days where I met one of my very best friends in the world. What's up? Yes.
Can I ask you a question, Vince?
I got a feeling this question gonna be a little. What's up?
When you do your WPS shit, do you think about the repercussions of what's gonna happen before you just do any shit? Because I just want to like you are the most accident-prone person I know, other than myself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, you know what? Let's go ride a bike
Well,
and
look,
and jump
I
the
was
stage."
like, yes, I was like 6. I was like 6. I didn't know any better. I just wanted to be cool like everybody else. And this other kid in my class, his name was Earl. And Earl, he had the swim cap and everything, you know what I'm saying? And he would get in the pool and he would swim. And I'd be like, I could do that. I just used to lie all the time. I can swim. And so Earl was like, for real? Okay, we should swim. I was like, hell yeah, let's swim. And so he jumped in the water and was swimming. Everybody else they had their feet dipped in the pool. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to hang out over here. And Earl's like, Vince, come on, we can swim. I was like, okay, let's do it. And I just hopped in without even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it, Ty. I just hopped in. I was like, all right. And then cause this is what I did. I tried to emulate what he was doing. And I saw him just kind of doggy paddling a little bit. So I was like, all right, that looks easy. I can do that. I go in, I start doggy paddling a little bit, and I opened my eyes, and I was still underwater. And I was like, okay, that didn't work. I was like, all right, maybe I'll just doggy paddle a little bit more. And I was still underwater. I was like, what's going on? Why am I not over? Like, shouldn't I be walking on water at this point? And that's when I realized I was drowning. And somebody had pulled me out the water, and I was crying. And then, remember, because I told y'all this story, because I told y'all out loud. They was like, well, what happened? I was like, Earl pushed me in. He almost made me drown.
Oh, then you gonna lie on Earl? Oh.
Yo, here's where it gets weird. This is where it gets weird, yo. So they came to Earl, and I was like, oh, shit, they going to ask him. And they asked Earl, they said, Earl, did you push him in the pool? And he was like, yes.
Damn, Earl's a real one though. Like, let me just, you know, he was like, he was gonna take that like,
he was trying to save me.
He was like,
just to make sure you, bro.
Yeah. He's
Earl the one who saved you?
No, because he was still in the pool. He was still in the pool, and adults saved me.
Like he's drowning.
He was doing the backstroke. He was in that bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was all fine. You know, I might have to. What?
This is like, what happened? I'm thinking rap is not working right now.
Well, anyway, the point is, I took them to that park to show them that pool, and I literally had just parked. It's called Heman Park. I grew up in U City. All right. And so I went to the park. We were literally right there, and I was like, "Yo, that's the pool right there that I about drowned in." It was still there. I was like, "Oh shit, it's still here." You know what I'm saying?
I thought they was gonna shut it down after your mishap. Yeah, like, we're shut it down. The boy almost died.
Make a museum out of it. This right here is the pool where Vince Taylor, when he was
used
younger,
to have a pool to this one.
Yeah.
You know what?
Nah.
You know what, Vince? I normally get on your case about shit like this, but if the only reason I can't is because we have the same story. And I think I want to say because we're both Sagittariuses and we are very competitive in nature when it comes to everything that we do. I was also in the same boat as you. I'm watching everybody jump off the diving board and do all the funky tricks, all of the funky tricks, and I was like, yo, I could do that shit. Like, yo, y'all not doing nothing. Now, I knew I couldn't swim. But the Sag in me was like, fuck that.
If they can do it, I can do it.
If they can do it, I can do it better.
Right.
And I jumped off the diving board, did the motherfucking thing, did the landing the shit, bam, but sunk directly to the bottom of the fucking pool. And I, unlike you, didn't even try to go up because I already knew I couldn't. So I just waited. And lucky for me, we had lifeguards, and the lifeguards saved me. Now, this is the flip side. I don't know how you reacted when you came out the pool. And when I came out the pool, everybody surrounded me and was watching. So now I'm embarrassed. So now I gotta play this off. So now I'm acting worse than I actually was. I didn't everybody to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm embarrassed. So what I didn't know, and maybe you know this as well now, is when you almost drown. Yeah. They call the EMS. The EMS gets you, takes you in an ambulance, and rushes you to the hospital. Little did I know that you're not allowed to fall asleep at any time on this motherfucking ambulance. Oh, wow. And I was reminded by a slap. I say again, a slap by the EMS and he wake that ass up, little boy. He was like, hey, can't go to sleep. I was like, yo, just slap the shit out of me.
Now, the only time I heard about that, Ty, is if you concussed. I thought you ain't supposed to fall asleep when you concussed.
No, you are not allowed to. When I was on the back of that joint, they would not let me fall asleep. So he smacked me. Now, flip side, you get to the hospital. Now you get to the hospital. You know what else I didn't know they do to you? They give you a bunch of shots. They give you a bunch of needles. And I am one who hates needles. I am to this day a grown man who hates needles. And so they shoot you up. They give you all of these different shots. So now I'm in here taking all of these shots, then got slapped, then all of that. And I have a black mother who don't play the radio. So you know that ride home was not the type of ride home where she's like, I'm just okay. I'm just so happy that you're okay. Fuck no. It was, what the fuck was you thinking? You know you can't swim. Why the fuck was you on the diving board, jumping off the goddamn? You made me miss work. I got to get off work early to come get your stupid ass show out in front of your friends.
Your mom said right.
I was not allowed to go back to the pool the entire summer. That was it. Pool privilege done. And so, like, moral of the story is, you might be somebody, but today, just chill. Like when you see everybody doing all of that shit, just chill. Just say you ain't got to show out. You ain't got to show off. Just chill. Be yourself. And I wish somebody would have that conversation with me then, because I swear to God, I saw one too many flips, and I was like, "Yo, fuck that! Y'all ain't gonna keep flipping in front of me." God damn it! I'm gonna show you guys. I damn near killed myself.
I wish. Go ahead, Yazzie.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, can I ask y'all one question?
Please.
All parents ever reiterate the thing, the saying, like, your friends go jumping off a bridge, don't mean you gotta jump off a bridge. I just want to ask this question because, like, I'm also a Sagittarius. I'm very competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, like, I gotta win. You know what I mean? But at that point, even 6 years old, you got a little bit, Vince, with your jumping in the pool shit and bad tie. What y'all can't swim? Why the fuck you in the fucking pool? Like y'all literally that was manslaughter. Like it was manslaughter on y'all's part. Not
involuntary self manslaughter. The thing about it, is like we don't the thing. I think Ty has the same thing I have. When we see somebody else doing something, we like, I could do that shit. I can do that shit probably better than they doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons I started a podcast. One of the reasons I started doing comedy. Ty knew me before I stood on the stage. He was at my very first stage of performances. And the reason why is because I would go and I would research other folks. And I'd be like, man, that shit ain't even like I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I happen to have like a really good first show. Carlos was on my first show, Pedro Lima, Ken Miller. It was sold out, and I was supposed to do 5 minutes. I did 20. I still had that problem. I still don't have sense of time on stage. In fact, here's a quick flashback to some of you might recognize this. Me right here is my dog Brody, my homie Timmy. This dude got kind of ostracized because he came out and admitted that he did a bunch of crazy stuff to women, and once that got out there, they was like, "Whoa, we don't want you in the community anymore." This is Jersey. Jer's the dude that introduced me to Punchline Comedy on Carnival. He introduced me to his agent, and that's how I ended up doing cruises. This is Will Mills, the dirtbag. Some of y'all might follow him. He's an online celebrity type dude. Talks real gritty. Dude from Brooklyn. Yeah, man, fuck all that. That type of dude. Real cool dude. But I would go out and I would see dudes and I'd be like, man, I could do that. And that's kind of what gave me the confidence to do it. And same thing with the podcast, right? I started looking around. I was like, okay, that's what they do. And I was like, man, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when I see somebody swimming, I should have thought that. And another thing about that wasn't my last time having an issue in a pool, unfortunately. It got worse because then a few years later, we moved to Florida and we ended up having a pool in our backyard. And I did eventually learn to swim, but now the new thing is diving into the pool. And so now we would run and then woo, Superman, or we'd run and front flip, Beesh. Well, somebody had the good idea to come over and show me that they could do a backflip into the pool. I was like, I can do that. And for the first few times, I did it successfully. But then that one time came where, my leg may not have made it all the way past the pool, and didn't go straight to the water. And I bust my ass on the edge of the pool. Fortunately, it didn't hurt that much. I did, it could have went a lot worse. But that was my last time trying to do a backflip. Last part of that story, that also was where. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only difference between me and you is I need a crowd. I can't. I'm not doing that shit dolo at my pool at home. I know I can't swim.
There were people there. There were people there.
Look, you specify most of what caused me to do that trip, but you left out a huge part. In every city growing up as kids that had a pool, especially in the inner city, because you were in St. Louis, I was in Jersey. In the inner city, the pool was where everybody pulled up. The entire everybody in the neighborhood was at that fucking pool, which means all the girls were at the pool too. All the girls. So when I decided to jump off that diving board, it wasn't just my moxie that was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out here and show. No, it was all the girls were watching and cheering on the that was jumping in the pool doing the dives. So I wanted to also be cheered on by the girls. So I jumped and did all of that for the love of the women. I wanted the ladies to be like, oh, Ty, we see you. Oh, let's go. I wanted that same exhilarated experience. And unfortunately, I did still get the girls because they were very concerned about my welfare. But flip side of that, man, hey, listen, I learned my lesson never to do nothing like that in life again. And sometimes, you got to go through that. I'm surprised that Vince continues to do the stuff that he does.
I don't continue to do nothing.
What do you mean you don't continue? Yes, the fuck you do. This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all haven't. Right. At least Bad Ty has learned. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, Vince. You purposely get yourself into shit and be like, I don't know how this happened.
Look, I'm slightly accident prone. I gotta be honest about that. But I will get in accidents not just on trips, but around my own house. Like it don't matter. It'll follow me anywhere. But let me move the story forward a little bit. So we were there for the weekend, and it was time for us to go ahead and head home. We're at this park, right? And while I'm at the park, I'm literally pointing at the pool. Oh, by the way, that pool is also where my homeboy Mark and I had to vote with the rest of the class as to what movie we wanted to watch when we got out the pool, Beach Street or Ghostbusters. And out of all 30 kids, me and Mark were the only ones that voted for Ghostbusters. And that's when I knew he was my best friend. Everybody else was going to say Beach Street. Like, everybody else was like Beach Street. And I was like, what's Beach Street? They're like, what you mean, what's Beach Street? I was like, I don't know. I was real sheltered, man. But anyway, so we're at the park. I point at the park and I say, yo, that right there is where beep, 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 the sirens start going off. All of our phones said emergency, tornado warning, get to shelter. It didn't say watch. It didn't say hope. Maybe there'll be a tornado. It said tornado warning in your area. Get to shelter. And this is while we're hearing the. Have y'all ever heard that? Have y'all ever heard the alarm?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I mean, it's more frequent in the Midwest, obviously. But yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that is the most. Yo,
were you in a Twisters movie, Vince?
Bro, listen, I wasn't no Dorothy, wasn't no Bill Pullman, wasn't no even this new little Twister they had. Wasn't nobody there. I don't think it was Bill Pullman. I think it was Bill Paxton.
You trying to be a tornado wrangler?
I would have been. I'd be a storm chaser. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit's cool. But yo, I got a tiny sense. I got a tiny sense of what it was like to be like in an area that's typically bombarded with bombs and missiles, because they get those sirens when they go off. They be like, and it's so scary. Whatever you're doing at the time, you got to stop and get to shelter. And I'm not in my and I don't own any home in St. Louis right now. I only have family there, so I get to call it up to cousins. Yo, cuz. So I ran over to my cousin Flint them house, and I stocked up in the basement. You know what I'm saying? And we was just waiting for the tornado, and it was a real. Now look, I looked up at the sky. It was black lightning, and the wind was circulating. Now I didn't see no twister. I was looking for it, but I didn't see one. But I wasn't about to sit around and wait. Well, I ain't moving until I see a twister. I'm like, no. It's their tornado. It's there. Get the shelter. We need to get the fuck the shelter. So that's what happened. And then things cleared up a little bit, but they canceled the flights for the next 2 days. So I was stuck. If they're going to get stuck, it's good to get stuck in your hometown. So that was cool. I was well taken care of. All I did was sit and eat emos and gooey butter cake all day. and now Missouri now is legalized. So you can go down the street to the dispensary and, you know what I'm saying, just kind of stock up on a few pre-rolls and a little eighth or something. And so I had a real good, come on, yo, Harmony, I am who I am, okay? I'm a risk taker. You want to call it FWPS, call it what you want. But come on, y'all say that.
That's what we're going to put on his head. Y'all be seeing him. So he is who he was.
He died doing what he loved, white people shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How did I marry the only white man, but you be doing all the white people shit? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Whatever, man. So that's what happened. So I was holed up in St. Louis for a couple days because I literally lived through a tornado. Like I called my cousins, like, how y'all doing? How everybody doing? One of my cousins was in a movie theater watching the movie when the tornado hit. They stopped the movie, took everybody out, and put them in a closet. Like they didn't have a basement. So they had to that sounds weird as hell, don't it? They all had to get stocked up in like a utility closet, not like a clothing closet, but like a maintenance closet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I had another cousin that was at the aquarium. And they took everybody in. There's a thing called the aquarium. I guess it's like SeaWorld in St. Louis, but it's not.
It's a thing. Did you say it's a thing like called an aquarium? Like we don't know what an aquarium is?
No, I just didn't know. I realized I said the aquarium as if y'all knew about the St. Louis aquarium. I don't know.
St. Louis is not the only place that has an aquarium.
Okay, all right. I just make a show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got the aquarium, which is like the aqua zoo, because St. Louis has the.
My bad, I didn't throw that in. I just want to make sure there's fish, right? We got that. Okay, aquarium.
Wow.
Yeah, Harmony. Quick, put me in the closet. The whole R. Kelly joint. Yeah, man. Nah. But yeah, so they had to take everybody from the aquarium and put them in the basement during the tornado. Like, look, the scary part is when your kid and Ty, you know this because you got kids. Yes, you probably know it because you got brothers and you got a little kid that you took care of for a while. But if your kids have phones, then when they get to be in their preteen, teen era, then this is how they look. Like they literally this is it. So for my daughter to be like, what's going on? Like she had to look up because her phone, it was blocked out because it said emergency tornado alert. And she couldn't scroll through the Instagrams and the TikToks no more. And she got real scared. She's like, what's happening? What's happening over here? The wind. My wife is like, and here go my dumb ass. This is how you know everything y'all saying about me is right. My dumb ass. I just remembered this part. I wanted to get out the car. And see what was going. Man, is it really a man? Hold on, man. Hey, I'll be right back. My wife was like, "Get your." We going to your cousin's house. I was like, "Well, we don't even see." She's like, "If you don't get to shelter, please. All right, you have a family, right?"
Thank you.
I was really literally fascinated. I was like, "Yo, are we about to see a twister in real life?" I'm like, "Where?" Oh, shit is going on. And I was still trying to get a role in the Twister sequel. What's up, Yaz?
That's the shit I'm talking about. See, you almost redeemed yourself when you said, when it happened, I was panicking, but then I was like, okay, let's call the fam, find out where we can find shelter. And then you redeemed yourself when you were like, I called my cousin. We're going to go to my cousin's basement. I got the okay, maybe because the whole family was there, he was like, okay, fuck the white people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to do that shit. And then you ruined it with I wanted to get out the car.
I did want to get out the car. I mean,
but I'm like, yo, we're getting the shit with the kids.
But I didn't. But I didn't though. You know what I'm saying? but I didn't. So I don't get no credit for that. Like I did it. I wanted to, but I did it. I can tell you that.
Because really you did it. Really, Kim convinced you to do it.
She didn't convince him. She told him.
She told him what it was.
Yeah.
Because if it leave it up to you by yourself.
I would take it.
Like videos like, yo, we out here. St. Louis crazy right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, literally. That I literally would have been on my story like, yo, look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that would have been me. You are 100% right, man. And yeah, I married a well-to-do, a black woman who is got my best interest at heart, even when I don't. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that's my baby. Love you, baby. But yeah, so that is what happened. Now, meanwhile, since that did happen, didn't get to watch the Oscars, so I didn't see that. I heard that was happening Sunday night while I was holed up, so I didn't see all the controversy. I wasn't scrolling the gram. I was really literally just like, what? Because we went to the airport and we were on the plane about to fly out, and they were like, nah, this shit just got canceled. And not only did they cancel it, but they had our bags and they flew them to Denver. So we didn't have no luggage for the 2 days. We had to go to Target and Schnucks and to load up on some products. And we just had to kind of slum it for the next couple of days. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, at least we were in my hometown. It ain't like I was, somewhere in Omaha, Nebraska and not know nobody. And,
Vince, I wonder how vacant the airport was. Because a lot of TSA agents aren't working.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if that whole Denver thing was by design or you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow.
Because it's nobody. I mean, it's nobody there. Like it's like I'm just
we was afraid of that. We was afraid of that. We thought that was going to be an issue, but it wasn't. We went right through. And St. Louis Lambert Airport ain't like Orlando Airport. It ain't like
international.
It's an international airport. It's just not big like that. Like Orlando Airport now has A, B, and C those wings, and they're trying to make a Terminal D. And I know you got in New York, you got LaGuardia and you got JFK, so you got multiple options. But in St. Louis, it's just Lambert. It's 15 to 20 minutes away from everybody. So we literally, you know how they say you're supposed to get to the airport like 2 hours before. Like everybody in St. Louis, they be like, no, you don't gotta do that in St. Louis. In St. Louis, you just get there about 90 minutes an hour, you be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really quick. It's really quick.
It's like Daytona Airport. Like you get in, you get out.
Is Daytona Airport really an airport? Like I don't like
it's Atlantic Strip.
Nobody uses that.
It's a real airport. Okay, I've flown out there plenty of times. It's nice and small. It's quick. It's efficient. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they got the nice bars in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like it's literally like the miniest. Like it's like they took the smallest area out of like the airport in Orlando, and they're like, we're just gonna set this up here, and like we're gonna make everyone home base. I mean, like you have to connect your flight if you go through there. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? You got layovers, but still, I mean, it's efficient, it's quick, like it's the same shit. You can show up like about an hour, you know what I'm saying, before your flight. There's no craziness. TSA takes like getting through there is like 5 minutes, literally. Like, and that's if they check your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're like, yo, you gotta stop. I need to check. It's literally like the line is like 10 people and they go through quick. It's nothing, dude. It's butter. I go through there as many times as I can, but literally, after my last flight experience, I will never not take a carry-on bag with extra clothes in there, like for a day or two, because
oh wow.
Yeah, because when I went international, bro, they literally lost all my baggage when I went to Australia. All of it. I had four suitcases and one carry-on. And the one carry-on that I had, luckily I was smart enough because it was my mom's, like she needed to bring stuff. And I stuck some clothes in there, but they lost all my baggage, bro. Like for like 4 or 5 days in Australia.
Damn.
Right,
a whole other continent.
Whole nother continent, and then they were trying to like, and like the you know how they give you the little helpline thing, bro. No one answers that. It's an automated shit,
yeah.
and you in another country, so it's like a different even number that you have, and then you have to go through all these channels and shit. So never again, bro. If you're traveling international, I swear to God, bring a backpack with 2 days of clothes, underwear, socks, because when your shit gets lost and you're in a different country, I'm telling you, it's different. It hits different. You're pissed, and like, where the fuck are you gonna go buy underwear and socks when you don't even know where the fuck you are? Like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, that sucks, man. I'm glad I haven't had that experience. I don't know I mean, you know, I'd be traveling, and
that's why I'm warning you. Like next international flight, just in case, because now flying is not what it used to be. Like they be losing your shit, and then they're like, "Oh, we're sorry, okay," and then they're like, "I can give you like a credit because we lost your stuff for a couple days." Bitch, it's 4 or 5 days, and all this money I had to spend on my like you gonna pay for all the outfits and shoes I had to buy, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah, 4 or 5 days is nuts.
Right, I was nuts. Pissed. And I ended up like when I left the country, I ended up like going to another country on the same day. So it wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying, I was a day before, and like, you know, I'm same days, 3-4 days without no clothes, no under. I was so mad, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yes. And you see this hair, bro, this natural hair can't be what the fuck you looking at product in Australia for this shit? Like,
right. Yeah, and you in a hot ass continent too, man. Where it ain't like it's like England, where it's like all cloudy and shit. I think about Australia. I think of sun.
In winter, it is actually they have like a month. Like their winter is like our summer. They have like a month or two of it, and it's like, bro, the sun didn't come out. I was like, when it did come out, I was outside, like, yes, thank you. It was so weird. It was weird, but like, I mean, it's beautiful. It's just, don't go in our summertime. So I'm gonna say, our summertime is their winter. So like, I wouldn't really go like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Actually, not my bad. Our fall is their winter.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well,
like, don't do it.
I will not. Thank you very much. Needless to say, this flight fucked up a lot of my plans. I didn't get a chance to see the Oscars, which I wasn't going to watch anyway, but at least just to know about it and comment on it. I guess a bunch of stuff happened with Sinners, and there was no Tourette's, thank goodness, in this particular episode. I was a little upset. Quick, and I won't spend time on this, but I actually had press passes to go to the World Baseball Classic. I know this ain't the show for that, but fuck it, I'm a baseball nerd, right? And I had to miss the Dominican Republic game, which was like my favorite team, like the freaking Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis, Manny Machado, freaking what? Yo, I didn't get to see them. I didn't get to see Venezuela, but I got to see the finals of the U.S. game versus the Venezuelan team, who Wilson Contreras was a part. And I also got to interview somebody that I was really fond of. This dude named Byron Buxton. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Byron Buxton, but Byron Buxton gave me a couple moments. I got to talk with his parents and all that kind of stuff. It was a real interesting experience for me. I was on the field, so I did get my coverage in, and man, it was hella cool. And it's just surreal to me that, you know, I get a chance to cover these type of events right now. Even I hope to bring Ty on a couple of them if I can, at least the ones he can drive to, and then we'll do the best we can to cover all of these events. But at the end of the day, I am finally back, and since we're back and we're all back, we got a chance to check out some of the shows that we love, one of which did debut this week, and that is, of course, I'm talking about Invincible. The season 4 of Invincible is now upon us, and it, frankly, well, I'll tell you what. Did we all get? I don't think. Yes, I think you're the only one that didn't. Yes, you didn't get a chance to see it, did you? Huh?
No, I saw all 3.
Oh, you did? You saw it? Okay.
I squeezed it in.
Ty, you got a chance to see it, Ty?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So let's do what it is that we do. Let's go ahead and give our ratings on it. Hold on, let me put the thing up. All right, let's go ahead and give our ratings on it, man. Let's talk about how we feel about this debut. It was a 3-episode premiere. So let's go ahead and give our thumbs ups, our thumbs downs, or our meh in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down.
Why we keep like look, watch the screen, and then here comes Mark's dick.
Wow. Yo, what the fuck?
Wow. She didn't.
Yo. Come on, man.
You're the one who put up the dick shot, not me. The dick and ass shot. I didn't do that. You did that shit, bro. Just straight.
Oh,
yeah, he's just.
I didn't even.
Big. Just saying.
This is why we have to have woman energy on the show, because I didn't even like that. Didn't even come into my mind. It didn't even like I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he getting his ass beat, and all she's thinking is, oh, the dick pic. Just
Bro, you just showed it to me. What you mean?
All I see was the fist. Damn. I see the fist. I never even noticed.
Fist, but you didn't see the dick before the fist.
No, I literally didn't. Yeah, Ty, am I tripping? Ty, did you? No. I didn't even notice that. It literally didn't even.
That's not a part of the body that we accentuate.
One more time. Look, don't tell me you did. You slow mode on it. Just boom.
I did not see it. Yes, I literally. All I saw was his fist balled up. I did not see anything else. But wow. What about wow?
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's a big bulge. I'm just saying it's straight on the dick though. It's like just boom. You know, like boom. Like just watch when it's look, another dick. Look.
Oh my God. Hey, listen. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm not mad at Yas because I think this is a thing that hetero women do. Like they do this. Like, look, why do you think it's great when we put on the gray sweatpants season? They call it gray sweatpants season. Like, this is a thing. This is a real thing. This is a real thing.
Listen, and Vince is feeding it to us. Look, he got the old man dick. He got the Mark dick. Who else got dick in here? Come on, let's play it.
Let's see if there's a Martian. I think the Martian does it. Oh no!
Come on, let's see.
All right. Now instead of watching the clip, I'm looking for dicks in the goddamn. Pause as fuck. Yo, editor, do not clip that shit. Holy shit!
That's what you're doing.
Fuck. Yes. What the fuck, man?
I'm sorry, man. I'm over here crying. I was like, why we keep focusing on us? And it's like a zoom in and then it comes out. You know what I'm saying? And to him, and I'm like, why are we? That's all I'm seeing is Mark's dick right now. Like every side, I was like, after this, I was like, is that Mark's dick? And then I was like, oh, it is Mark's dick. Okay, well, we just fist in the dick. Yes. Yes. Now we know. Now we can put that shot.
This is gonna be on an endless loop. It's like, it's like this. This put this good morning, good day. Ooh. Dick.
More dick.
Yo, what the fuck? You own one, yo. Oh my god. All right. Let's try that again.
Oh, man.
Oh my god! All right.
Listen. All I know is I'm not wearing gray sweatpants around Yas anymore.
I got them on right now. That's a problem. I'm not gonna stand up.
Focus my attention, and I won't be looking at it. But if you focus the attention, I'm gonna be looking. It's just it's like the boobs. You can't look. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there.
I gotta relook. You have bastardized the Invincible portion of the show. Like, I can't even.
You named it. I apparently have it. My bad. Yeah, I'm in Rare Green. I'm not in the house. I'm house sitting. And, I do this.
Dick of vengeance. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's 10 minutes before we go live energy. So woke up.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, ladies, if you haven't hit that, if you ain't hit that like button yet, I don't know what to tell you. Like we got a good portion of people watching, and we need to have that many likes on the stream.
Listen, I'm giving you all these gems, and you didn't hit the like button. What the fuck you doing?
Let me get some more likes. Go ahead, we'll wait.
Roll the dick.
Roll the dick. Zoom in. Yeah.
All right. She said roll the dick.
Drinking game with that now. Roll the dick. I think that's gonna be.
Man. Oh, man. I needed this. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
I'm so mad because I literally said it takes like 10-15 minutes to make these clips because I gotta record it, then I gotta clip it, then I gotta make it into a GIF so it doesn't get us canceled. And I literally did not even notice that, but whatever. All right, circling back.
Look at this. Rolling dick is a special type of skill, dog. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Like mad love, dog. Thank you for the support. Okay, Vince.
Yes.
You doing it for the fans, okay?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
listen, you
Yes.
getting Mark's OnlyFans up right now, okay?
Right. That's right.
All right. Let me try this one more time. All right. Let's talk about how we felt about this Invincible episode in this dick-free clip that we can have on here. I'm gonna go ahead and look at Yaz is scanning for mid.
Scanning.
You can tell she is. She's like, oh, there's one in the background right there. I just saw it.
There's one in the back.
Alien dick. It's Mark. It's Viltrumite dick. All right, hold on. All right, we're gonna take it down in 3. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, meh in the middle, whatever you feel. I'm gonna go ahead and take it down in 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. Oh. A thumb up and a limp and a limp and a limp.
That's a flat dick. You should have been like this.
Cut the balls. Yo, come on, man. What the fuck? Is that real? Is that real? Are you serious? No, you just playing. Okay, yeah. Yo, all right. So it look like we all on the same page, man. We really like this Invincible, John. I'm very eager to hear. Yazzie, do you want to break it? Or are you prepared for that? Nah, probably not. Nah.
I mean, we could wing it if y'all want to. We could wing it.
We can wing it a little bit. All right. Well, if you up for it, only if you're up for it, I wouldn't have it any other way. But if you wouldn't mind, Yazzie, could you go ahead and
break it down?
What's happening, y'all? Season 4 of Invincible came out swinging like a motherfucking beast. And I'm not talking about the cat people that we see on there either. This ain't no Beast Wars. So let's get into it. Okay, so Mark last season, he took some beatings. It's okay though, he's still strong. All right, and we got some upgrades. We got a Rex arm and 2 Rex legs. What's happening? Actually, no, it's 2 arms and 1 leg. That's 2 Rex arms and 1 leg because both his arms got fucked up. So Mark's out here doing his Mark thing, but he's kind of feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? Being a superhero has got this man we didn't know superheroes could be depressed. Well, now we do. They're human too. Okay, let's dive in. So Mark, he's doing his Mark thing, and then all of a sudden this bitch comes in and she's like, I need power. And I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty fucking badass and she was kicking ass and doing all these things until Adam Eve came in and said, bitch, fucking back next to him. Oh my god, the punch was epic. If you missed it, rewind because she just doomed that bitch. So now she's down, she's captured, whatever. Then we fly away and Cecil's got all these issues and he's like, Mark, I want to get the Guardians back together. And Mark's like, yo, fuck you, Cecil. I'm not being controlled by you little psycho ass fucking two-faced dude. Not happening. So then, Mark's off doing his thing. Adam and Eve, they're trying to, still live their life. And don't forget, Oliver is like a full-on teenager now, okay? I'm talking about hitting puberty. Dude's flying around like, I'm Invincible Junior. Yeah. It's kind of adorable. I'm not going to lie. But the cool thing about this is, okay, this show, it has so many levels to it. And I'm not talking about the levels of ass beating that's happening. I'm talking about the craziness that constantly goes on. Mark is full on Omni-Man status right now. We saw Mark, in season 1, season 2, season 3, but now we got OG Mark and he on that Omni-Man level and he's like, listen, I'm trying to train Oliver and be a good daddy / brother and boyfriend and all this good things, but shit keeps happening. And guess what? Mom, she started dating the fucking new dude and they be sleeping over. And guess what? It's okay for him to have breakfast in the morning with us. Why is he so weird about it? Well, fuck, bro. Okay, it's not the walk. You know what I'm saying? Just come have breakfast. I digress. Anyway, so sorry, my nose is leaking. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We go in and then we see Omni-Man is captured by the who the fuck was he captured by? I don't even fucking know, to be honest with you. Well, him and Alan break out and they fly home to Alan's home, and Alan got a little alien girlfriend and he's bumping uglies with, and Omni-Man is like, well, we need to save the planet from the Viltrumites, and but I don't want to be a part of the war, and Mark will not be a part of the war. And when reuniting happens with a couple that's after you've been in jail for a little while, I'm sure some of y'all can probably you know what I'm saying, you gonna be bumping uglies. Poor Omni-Man here was not enjoying that shit. Every night, man was like, what the fuck? All you hear is, poor Omni-Man. He ain't slapping them cheeks. You don't want to hear them cheeks slapping. Well, we're on a ship. He can't go very far. So he thought, this was the only couch he could have, until one day he was like, I can't take the slapping cheeks no more. I got to get out of here. And he goes for a little walk and finds out there's all these empty fucking rooms. What the fuck? We go talk to him, and he's like, oh, my bad. That was a misunderstanding. I thought you were a 3. I thought they were plural. No, sir. No. And then, we get this deep, long story about Nolan's past and how, for us Viltrumites, we were poisoned. There was this plague and it took us all out, and you don't understand us. And this is why we pillage and rape and, take over all these planets, is because, we're just trying to live, because this plague took us all the fuck out and there's only so many of us. So our goal is to find other creatures that we can mate with and make more Viltrumites to make us stronger. But little did he know that the humans don't want to be Viltrumites. They don't even like them dudes. Sorry. Okay, so keep going. Shit's happening. Eve is finding out there's something fucking going wrong with her powers. And she's like, what the fuck? All my shit is like melting. It's turning into beautiful goo. What the fuck? Well, guess what? This beautiful goo, we find out why she gooing. And guess what? There might be a Invincible baby on the way. That's gonna be crazy. Is it gonna have Eve's powers? Is it gonna have Mark's powers? Is it gonna have no powers? How does that even work with a half Viltrumite and like a human? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe do the babies even get any powers? Like, how does this? I guess we will find out. And guess what? The Viltrumites will also be curious as well too to find out, because that's generational. Oh, we didn't think about that now, did we? Fuck. It's okay. While all this is going down, guess what happens? The sequids come back. Those nasty, slimy looking fucking octopus tentacle things that just be like fucking aliens sucking on your face and shit. Bro, they came back with the full force. I'm talking about there was a fucking wave of them like Niagara Falls. They were just like coming all over the fucking, oh my God, all over the city. They were everywhere. And everyone was like, backwards. Yeah, no, they were so fucked. And then guess what? While we're trying to fight them, they're getting stronger. And that one dude that they took over, he's just like, and shit, because he knows if he escapes from this little area that they're in, he has the whole world, and the whole world is fucked. So all the Guardians link up and they're like, we're gonna work together to take down the Sequids. Well, they ain't shit. And they're like, okay, well, we need Mark. Well, Mark comes in blasting and doing his thing. And guess what? Mark is done with these ultimatums of if I let them live or if I let them die. This motherfucker just ends it. Done. Benito. End of Sequids. No more. Problem solved. But before that happens, Rex gets this bright idea that he's like, you know what? I'm going to go down into the sewers and check if there's any humans down there. And almost gets fucking Sequid himself. So, I mean, shit gets crazy. If you're not paying attention to everything that's going on, you're going to miss some shit. So the season 4 has been busy and it's been good. Check it the fuck out.
Yo, thank you, Yazzie. Of course, as always, man, the on point. It's always on point when Yazzie gives us the
Break it down.
And yeah, she's right on point. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, royalty has entered the building. Give me a nod if you're ready, man. Yeah, my dog. All the way from South by Southwest. Hallelujah, man, who actually was in the room and breathed. How you say breathe? What's the breathed? Breathed?
Breathe.
Breathe. Bro, he broke the same air as Steven Spielberg himself. Is none other than the one and only Boing Anthony.
Yep.
What's going on, Mr. Movie Blog, sir?
Oh man, it's been a week. God has been good.
It has.
God has been good. Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, you look like you've been in the garden. I've been in the garden.
You know,
it
is that time of the year.
It's about a month from April 20th. Yeah. So make sure we got that right, man. Well, listen, we were just about to break down a little bit of Invincible, but before we go any further, man, since you are in the chat, I just got to make sure everybody knows if they didn't know. I know the Movie Blog followers know, by the way, subscribe Movie Blog as soon as you possibly can. Not this very moment unless you got multiple phones, but ASAP. But yeah, if you go there, you will notice that Mr. Anthony actually posted the press conference with Steven Spielberg, if I'm not mistaken, and that shit was lit, bro. You want to go ahead and give us a little bit of details as to what all it was that was going on down there in South by Southwest?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there was the press conference with Steven Spielberg. He was awesome. He was able to give so much insight and wisdom into his filmmaking journey. Talk a little bit about Disclosure Day and a little bit about what he's going to do after Disclosure Day. That was pretty cool. South by Southwest as a whole was fire. It was amazing. Austin is a great town and they have good food. And the people drive with respect, which is weird for me because I'm not used to people being that nice. It's like, you're going to let me in this lane? Like, what the hell's going on? But overall, like I said, Austin's a great town. I saw a few panels about AI. And one of the things I like about South by Southwest is that they bring together film, television, but they also overlap it with music, art, and technology. So you'll have this coming together of leaders in all these random different industries that aren't so random. I met the CEO of a quantum computing company. I met a guy who was in the business of selling AI to movie studios. There's so many different ways AI has penetrated the world that it dominated the conversations there. So yeah, Texas was awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, don't say penetrated around. Yeah, she's been seeing a lot of crazy stuff on the videos today that we haven't been noticing.
Who saw this? Not mine.
It's your fault. Well, yo, all right, let's do the Rorschach. Let me do a Rorschach test. Yo, what do you see in this clip, Anthony?
What?
What'd you see?
Guy, he's punching someone. What?
Yeah, that's what me. That's all we saw. But this is evidently all y'all saw was a dick pic. Like all she saw was that part. She saw nothing else. Like literally all she saw was the profile. Like we literally, like me and Ty, we was like, yes, like, oh my God. And we was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you didn't see that? You didn't see that? We was like, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I heard a little bit. I think somebody got us a little bit of feedback, but no pressure. I think Aunt Mike might be up a little bit because he was out of town for a little bit, and he had to compensate for his visit to the backyard this morning. But anyway, we having a good old time. So, yo, talk to me if you could, man. I'm really curious about the takeaways because you sat through the whole hour of Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Like, what did you take away from that? Like, what was the most noteworthy commentary that you can recall from that experience, if you will?
Well, one, he said he believes in aliens. That was really cool. Like the interviewer asked him, like, yo, Obama said there's aliens. You think there's aliens? He was like, I keep making movies about aliens. But, that was pretty cool. For me, the most insightful thing I took away from it was his explanation a little bit of his process. And he talked about when he's making films that have big budgets or big expansive scenes, he storyboards everything. But when he has something with like a smaller budget, like Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List, he doesn't storyboard it. He makes the scene up in his head. So it was just a really insightful way to understand like this is a goat right here. He's like, yo, I make that shit up on the day. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know that shit gonna be hot. Like he's sitting here dropping goat shit right now, and I'm like, yo, I'm just in awe of how he makes this stuff work. Because me personally, I still think he's one of the greatest out right now. There's nobody really. There's not a lot of people in Steven's neighborhood right now.
Yeah. Did any of the big popular movies like Star Wars or Jurassic Park or E.T., like the classics, did any of those get brought up or was it all?
Oh yeah, no. He talked about E.T. a lot, and I think that's because he's in Disclosure Day mode right now. So he's thinking back to his other film about aliens, and the audience kept asking questions about aliens. It just kept coming up with him. So he did bring up E.T. He brought up, like I said, Saving Private Ryan. He brought up Disclosure Day, and he also brought up his upcoming Western. And I didn't even know this. I never realized this, but he's never done a Western before. He's never directed a Western film ever.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's weird. And I immediately thought of Indiana Jones. I'm like, that's not a wet. No, that was the 80s. That was just the 80s. He was just built like that, right? Like, so he's never done a Western, and he's excited to do one. So the first thing I want to know is who's in this cast and what kind of Western. Because Steven, whenever he wants to, he could flip it on us. He'll just be like, nah, everybody black, like the harder they fall. He could just do that when he wants to. So I'm wondering who would he cast for something like a Western, and what type of Western would I want to see from him, or I hope to see from him.
Yeah.
I mean, something different.
Some people could argue, even though I don't think Steven Spielberg was a part of the project, but that Mandalorian was a low-key space Western, you know what I'm saying, to an extent. And even though he didn't necessarily have anything to do with the production, his style of storyboarding and the shooting did contribute to the culture that made Star Wars, that gave them the pathway to make a space Western, so to speak. Who else did you come across, man? It looks like it wasn't just Steven Spielberg that you attended his press conference. Was there anybody else that of note that you recall attending?
There was this one thing I went to that was kind of interesting. Let me see if I could even pull it up, because I went to this panel. I don't know if you know this artist, Lecrae.
Yeah, Christian rap artist.
Yeah, so Lecrae was part of a panel where they were talking about, they were supposed to be talking about the different forms of monetization of your content. And they really just sat up there and spoke about their experiences getting into podcasting and how they attracted advertisers to it.
Okay,
so,
you got it.
Yeah, I do have the clip.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I went to pull it up, but it says I'm not a member. So I gotta.
Yeah, man, members only.
I was like, now I know what I'm doing. As soon as I get done with the show, I'm gonna go ahead and sign me on up and become me a member right quick. But yeah, I know Lecrae. Lecrae actually could flow. I remember he was doing the radio tours, and he was like, yeah, I'm a Christian rapper, but I'm not a rapper just about Christianity. And he was like, I like his flow. I almost said I fucks with Lecrae. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Lecrae. Is that
if you okay? Want? I have a clip. I can show it.
Yeah, we can see it right quick. While you're looking that up, I would assume that you haven't seen Invincible, right?
No.
But you did see what happened at the Grammys this week, and it looked like, based on the group, you had some opinions about the goings on. I was hoping maybe you could help us because I don't know what
You
happened.
mean the Academy Awards?
Oh, is that what it was? I mean, I thought it was the Oscars. It was the Oscars. Did I say Grammys?
The Oscars, yeah.
Oscars.
Grammys. Like,
yeah, the Grammys is music. My bad. I don't do award shows too tough. I'm sorry. I just do like the Gamer Awards and but yeah. So I guess some people, the whole Tiana Taylor kind of doing the Lil Mama impression and kind of going up on stage when she didn't get the award. The award went to the screenplay. That was of note, but also the Black people still up against the fence about whether or not to be happy about the success of it or to be really angry about it because of the way that it depicts Black women. We ain't even got to get into that deep subject. We having too much fun this morning. But yeah, I mean, if you want to comment on that, well, great. If not, let's just go ahead. Oh, we got the Lecrae stuff up here. All right, so enough of me blabbing. Let's go ahead and put this on up. Yeah. So talk to us, man. What's going on here?
So this is the panel. It has, like I said, some recent celebrities who have transitioned into making podcasts, and they were supposed to give their insight and perspective on how to attract different advertisers and different ways to monetize your content once it's out there. Because as content creators, we know there's levels to this, right? Like once you reach higher levels, you get different opportunities that other people just don't have. And to get a peek behind the curtain, to get an understanding of, hey, what's actually happening on that higher level is worth it.
Okay.
It's worth it. So let me just play it.
Let's go.
Is there something unique there that you think has allowed them to have some success, and particularly working with you? Oh, Lecrae's ready to go. Do it.
Are you talking about the brands specifically, or are you talking about y'all?
No, I wasn't going to talk about us, but if you want to go there, please do. But if you want to talk about the brands.
The brands, okay, good. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah. No, what frustrates me personally is that the brands are like in their mind, they think that the podcast or the person on the podcast has to be about the same thing the brand's about, right? Like it's like if it's a health brand, is this a health podcast? It's like, no, the person watching it cares about health. The person on the host cares about health. So for me, I think like, man, you're missing out on understanding that, again, no matter what your brand is or advertiser, you're always in the people business. So it's like, man, how does this connect genuinely to people? You would do a better job at connecting to a broader audience if you thought about them as just human beings, as communities, versus thinking about it like, oh, well, this show isn't about this. I'm like, those days are gone. Like, gone are the days where you sticker your thing up here and everybody runs to it. Now we're in a space where people are listening for curators and people are listening for people like these ladies sitting here. They're gonna genuinely and authentically grab people who care about beauty and care about skincare and care about, you know what I mean, like how to become a vampire like Cynthia, you know what I mean, and be 20 but really be 40. You know what I mean? Like, but they're going to care about that. And if a brand is like, well, their podcast isn't about like beauty. It's like, are you serious? It is vicariously about beauty because of who's sitting on there. So for me, I think they miss out on something when they are limiting themselves to just like what the podcast is about.
Yo, and what is he talking about?
So what he's talking about here is the trouble sometimes podcasts run into when they're trying to attract advertisers, meaning the brand that they're trying to pitch themselves to might not see how their brand relates to the show that they're on. So if you're on Desperate Housewives, I'm a beauty brand. Why would I want to try to promote beauty on Desperate Housewives? And they're like, have you not seen the show? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? These women,
right.
like you have to make that connection. So Lecrae was also talking about how when he was pitching to a health brand, they were like, "Yo, I don't see it." He's like, "What do you mean? I care about my health. Like, it doesn't have to be a show about health. Like, you just have to find the association."
Oh yeah, and I mean that should be common knowledge. That makes sense. I mean, I watch I don't really, I'm not a huge podcast dude, but for information purposes, I'll tune into like a baseball podcast here and there so that I can, see what the stats are. And do you need a Blue Chew or the hair restoration? And it's like it's not all like, it's only we're just here to sell gloves and baseball bats. It's like, yeah, well, you have an audience and the audience has needs. And yeah, that's good advice. I mean, we could use a few sponsors. Hello, hey, what's good? We'll promote your beauty stuff over here, man, and the health stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure all that out.
Yeah, we got a spokesperson. He asked us to be the spokesperson for Blue Chew. Is your bulge big enough? If not,
Blue Chew.
Take a Blue Chew.
It's just no time. It's like, why did I bother?
I'm so mad. My mic was muted, and y'all missed that shit. I'm so mad. I said, if you want a bulge like this, get Invincible.
Invincible. There you go, man. We should make our own sponsor and sponsor our own sales, man. All right, cool. And is there anything else of note real quick from South by Southwest or from your week, man? It's been a couple weeks. We had a chance to catch up with each other, man. We didn't get to hear from you. What's going on, man?
Everything's been good, man. It's been busy. I've been watching movies. I've been catching up on some shows. I've been South by Southwest. Yeah. South by Southwest was a real experience, though. I had Questlove did a DJ set in front of us.
Oh,
so cool. I was getting like little random invites to these little random things. It was like, hey man, we up in a hotel on the second floor. If you want to show up, Questlove gonna play some hits for us. I was like,
what?
I'm on my right. You serving drinks? They're not free though. All right, I'll be there.
Yo,
like it was like little random things like that happened while I was out there. But it's really cool, but it's also very frustrating because when you have to kind of register for South by Southwest like 6 months out, right? Like it happens in March, you got to register in September, and you're gonna probably buy your flight, you're gonna probably buy your stay, you're gonna buy all this stuff 6 months out, but they don't announce the film lineup until like 2-3 weeks ahead of the event. And it's a 7 to 8 day event. It's not like it's a 1 day, 2 day. It's a 7 to 8 day event. So you have to kind of like weigh. Do you go the whole thing? Do you go to some of it? If you do go to some of it, do you go to the first few days or the last few days? Something in the middle? Where do you land? And that changes everything because certain films premiere on certain days, and if you don't catch it on that day, you might not get a chance to see it.
And I got a specific question.
Yeah,
we talked a while back about this movie, and we kind of gave our opinions on it and what we thought it would do. But you actually had a chance to go see it. Project Hail Mary. I got a chance to see your review on it, and it seemed as though you enjoyed it. I have a specific question about Ryan Gosling's role in that movie and what you thought of it, because I think when we first talked about it, I said he was the next one up. I said there was a real push for him to be, that, that leading man in Hollywood, and that this would be the type of movie to do that, because we've seen movies in the past, the Armageddons, the Arrivals, anything that has to do with any Interstellar, anything that has to do with a looming destruction or anything like that on the planet. What did you think about his role in the movie, and does it seem as though he might be one of the actors that are nominated later on when they start doing the nominations?
It's too early to say that. I mean, like he there's too many films coming out. There's too much stuff coming out this year, period, to say that, right? Like, this is a busy year. We about to feast. We already know that. We talking about Invincible, from this, like, but as far as Ryan's performance, Ryan is doing everything right. He's giving you a really good performance. He's doing that Hollywood stuff, right? He's keeping his nose clean. He's not getting caught up in any like drama or scandals. He's doing everything right to be that next leading guy. I just think that style of Hollywood doesn't exist anymore. Right? I don't think we are in the era where movie stars really exist anymore. We have some that existed from the old generation that are still around, but we're not making new movie stars, and we haven't for a while.
That's debatable.
We can. I mean, but the reason I say that is because movie stars don't sell movies anymore. You used to at one point say, hey, you got to pay Will Smith $20 million because if he's in this movie, it's making $100 million. Yeah, straight up. That's how it was. Men in Black, Wild Wild West. He was on a run. AI, the AI movie he did. He was on
After Earth.
After Earth, right? AE, excuse me.
He did the iRobot. I think you mix them two together.
But he wasn't the only one. Schwarzenegger was like that. Bruce Willis was like that. Like, there were people who, Jackie Chan, if you said they were in a movie, it's making 50 to 100 million. Straight 100 million for some, 50. That doesn't happen anymore. You're not going to the movie to see a specific actor. And I can't think of one in the last 10, maybe 20 years where we could say that we had that.
Michael B. Jordan.
We don't go to movies to see him because he puts out that don't get box office result. He just did called Just Mercy that didn't get the box office of Sinners.
But do you think that we would have saw Sinners in the same droves that we saw it if it was a different lead other than Michael B. Jordan?
As long as Ryan Coogler was there,
yeah, Ryan Coogler is
because so now we are in an era where movie directors are prospering, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that list of directors is a short list. We're talking about 5 directors, maybe.
Nolan.
Yeah, and look, you could you already know that it's just 5. You're just trying to decide which 5 is it.
That's
right.
Shame.
So
yeah, I guess you're right.
What
about Jason Momoa? You don't think Jason Momoa? No, you don't think that he, like, when you see him on the, like, people saw a whole show on
Apple. He had a whole show on Apple, and you're gonna think you're thinking the wrong show. C.
I saw C.
We all saw C.
But that's
not a lot of people saw C,
which is crazy.
That's not his fault though. That's
I'm not saying that's his fault.
That was Apple TV's non-promotion. But
that's not what I'm saying though.
That was his best acting though, like, and not a lot.
I'm with you on that.
Like, if you know of Jason Momoa and you've seen,
remember a movie called Conan.
Yeah. Ooh, that was unfair because that's a remake, and he had to step in the shoes of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like, what I'm saying is that we're not watching movies for the star anymore. Will Smith had done a remake, no matter who was the lead. In his peak,
he did.
It was not a problem.
Yeah,
it was not a problem.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're 100% right.
You got a good point. Yeah. The only last one that I had to throw at you was Henry Cavill. And in this upcoming Voltron, I guess you could argue that if you take Henry Cavill out, people still gonna go see it.
The franchise is the star.
Ooh,
the franchise is the stars. You're not watching Captain America for Chris Evans or Anthony Mackie. You're watching Chris.
Truth.
I'm not. The Witcher, God bless it lasted for 4 seasons. It didn't have insanely high viewership. It wasn't like Game of Thrones numbers.
True.
he just did a movie. What was
Warhammer?
Who did?
Warhammer.
Who did?
Henry Cavill.
He just did a movie. No, he's talking about The Gentleman, the joint, the him and Alan Ritson, and
that's old though, isn't it? That's a couple years old.
I mean, no,
I think it came out last year.
Came out last year, and it was actually really good.
And he was in
Argyle. He did Argyle.
He did Argyle too, but the other movie came out after Argyle. But
like Enola Holmes, like he's. I like Henry Cavill. I've liked him since Immortals. I'm not seeing people come to his movies the way that we used to go to like a Bruce Willis movie or a Tom Cruise movie or even Brad Pitt back in the day.
No, you're right. Like, you're right. Yeah, and Jim Carrey was also the lead man for a while as well too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, you do have a serious point to this. Like, but I feel like Hollywood has changed dynamic wise. You know what I'm saying? In that time era, and that's why we have this shift. You know what I mean? And I see what you're saying. Like, and it's more because like what you said, it's more of we're looking more at like the directors and you know what I'm saying, the production than we are the acting, because that's where all of the direction for the movie, you know what I'm saying, is coming from. It's from production, it's from the directors. You know what I'm saying? Like the actors are just going by what they were given. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's if a prime example of this would be the Ahsoka series. Rosario Dawson is an amazing actress, hands fucking down. No one can say shit. She has been like amazing since she's been out, since she was like a teenager. But certain writing, directing is obviously going to change the style and the manner of how we enjoy the show. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's where I think like, you know, it's changed in that aspect of it. It's not just the actors doing their job. It's the actors taking the direction from what they were given to do their job. So, I mean, it's definitely different. Like if you look at it, it's a different dynamic and aspect of how it was before, because back in like the early 90s or like, you know, from the 90s to the early 2000s, you're so right. Leading actors, like that's who people showed up for. That's where the money was. It depended on who was going to be in that show or in that movie for us to actually go and watch it and like show up for it. Now it's all about who's writing it, who's directing it, who's starring in it. Like, and that's something people are like, I may watch. Like we know if Jay Leno's in a movie, we may watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain aspects of this. I mean, we may not.
Jay
like,
Leno?
I'm a J-Lo.
I was like
J-Lo. I'm gonna give you one more. The biggest thing that I think that shifted Hollywood and changed it, actors have more competition now. Before, in order to be a celebrity, like your best thing was to be a movie star. Now, because of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you have different lanes to reach that level of fame outside of Hollywood. So now the Hollywood actor is being measured even as actors based off of their social media following. Vin Diesel has like 112 million subscribers. I'm sure he has a lot of influence based off of his social media following more than anything, right? He's still a cool actor. He's, you know, really good at what he does. But that social media following, I'm sure it helps with the negotiation.
Yeah, like Selena Gomez, same thing with her. Her social media game is through the roof, but you don't see her in a lot of like acting, or she's not really singing anymore. You know, like she's not like coming out with music that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? But her fucking Instagram, like I'm talking about, woman has 1 million or more followers on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, and there's the video count is insane. Like that people watch it.
Look at Logan Paul and his brother.
Oh my god!
Right?
Right. Made me so mad.
Todd's been trying to say something for a good minute. What's going on, Bad Todd?
Yeah, nah, it's fine. I just like I hear Anthony, right? And what I it seems as though the term leading man has changed. So it doesn't mean that they're still not leading men. They're just I guess the way that they are received and the way that they are, you know, I guess talked about is different. So when I said he's the next one up, if you look at the last like 10 years, there's been a shift in terms of how movies are projected because we have streaming services that movies don't stay in the box office as long. So yeah, I understand that the way that the dynamic has changed in terms of how we view movies and how we celebrate them. But when you talk about the men that are you see most frequently, I'll say that in terms of a Timothy Chalamet or in terms of a Michael B. Jordan who does have a dynamic relationship with Coogler. These are individuals who trend most of the time. We're talking about them in some way, shape, or form most of the time. Same dynamic could have been said about old boy before he ran into his troubles. Um,
Jonathan Majors.
yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Man,
We still identify good acting. We still see um, performances that are memorable in a way where we're like, oh, that that performance deserves to be celebrated, deserves to be talked about, deserves to be honored. I was asking in terms of the performance, not
okay,
necessarily.
my bad.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, I threw in the extra part about is he, could he be honored? And yeah, you let me know like it's way too early. But in terms of just his performance, like, were you watching the movie and saying, "Yo, Ryan Gosling
No,
is really okay"?
no,
No,
no. This is more like a Ryan Reynolds movie than a Ryan Gosling movie. It's
so
like,
it's more.
oh
I mean,
wow, it's like a what if or if it was something like that. Like you know how like sometimes Ryan Reynolds will do these movies geared toward younger audiences.
uh-huh.
This felt like one of those. This is geared toward children. It might not seem like it, but this is one of those movies that's like you bring your 10 to 15-year-olds to watch. It's not like a hyper mature like Armageddon. This isn't that kind of movie.
Okay.
This is more like a um I don't want to say too much without spoiling it because it is a little bit of a reveal.
Let me jump in for you. It feels kind of like an educational, like a video that your teacher would show in class when it's a substitute. You know what I'm saying? Or when she got to grade papers and you need to catch up. Like one of them kind of movies. Like Interstellar was a good movie. It wasn't as great as a movie as it looked. Like it was visually phenomenal. That's why it won all these awards for its visual effects. But the actual story itself was not as good as the visual effects of it.
Vince, right now on Rotten Tomatoes, this thing is at 95% and 85% by audience. So it is much more than what you're talking about. As and plus, listen, one of the things that I said that this movie has is that that phase 5 and the risk of it all. Anytime you have those type of movies where there is an end all, and that what I'm saying, this could potentially be the end of all mankind, and we only have this crew or this one person who can possibly. Project Hail Mary sounds exactly like that. Like, look, this is our last chance. That's what a Hail Mary. This is our last chance. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. All we got is one chance to win the game. So like that's why I was thinking that it would kind of live up to that. And even I'm looking at the comment section. I didn't even know that this was a book. And so anytime you have a book to go off of, usually you get usually if a director kind of goes by the book standards, you usually get a well-written script. And so that's what I was thinking, like, and I don't know. That's why I'm asking Ant, because he's the only one that's seen it thus far.
This is like watching a Steven Spielberg movie.
Oh,
I guess that's the closest thing I can say.
That's a pretty good,
right? Because this is like it has those real consequences, like you're describing. Like, yo, stuff will pop off if we don't get this right. Hail Mary, right?
Yeah.
But it's very much family friendly, family oriented, with that veneer of serious threat. So that's why, like, I'm trying to think of like who makes movies that are like Ready Player One, right? Like if they didn't do what they needed to do, things was gonna their family was gonna die, their ghetto was gonna get destroyed, whatever. But it's really childlike. It's like it's really it's family friendly.
Did you see Look Up? Is it similar to that in that regard? Because Look Up was basically that.
Nah.
Look Up wasn't that serious.
Nah.
It wasn't that serious. It was more.
Nah, yeah, you can't. Look Up is a complete comedy almost. That's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that kind. It's really borderline Disney. It's really in more in the vibe of something like they would put out, like their energy, like Phil Lord and Chris Miller, which is hard because this is like I think the first live action I've seen them do in a long time. These are the guys who did the Lego movie. These are the guys who executive produced the Spider-Verse movies. These are the guys that were going to do the Han Solo movie, but were, I think, let go or fired or something. They were excused by Disney, and then Ron Howard came in and gave us what we got. But we don't see a lot of their films to really get a vibe to know what to reference. I'm trying to see if I could look up what they've done real quick. They did 22 Jump Street. They did the Lego movie. They did 21 Jump Street. They did
These are all comedies. Everything you're listing is a comedy.
That's what this is their directing, filmography. Now, executive producing and writers, they've done more. They co-wrote Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
They're co-writing Beyond the Spider-Verse. They co-wrote all of them. All the Spider-Verse movies they co-wrote.
Well, that's an interesting segue because one of the topics that we were going to discuss today was the actual fact that they did release another Spider-Man trailer. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I won't watch it.
I haven't watched it either, Vince. I actually took
the
page out your book. I haven't watched it either.
Yeah, I everybody's look. I'm getting texts, I'm getting calls from people. Yo, you see the trailer, and the answer is hell no. I'm not about to watch the movie in 3 seconds because to me, it's not worth it. Do we have to reiterate this? Hopefully, the folks that know us now know. All right, if you know, you know. But I personally, I can't speak for anybody else. I think Ty has started to latch on, but I got my brother doing this as well. But I personally just don't watch movie previews if I know that I'm going to watch the movie, especially if it's one that I'm highly anticipating. And I'm a Spider-Man head. Like I've shown y'all my cave. Like it is Spider-Man to the core. Show you my comic book collection. Show you my figures and even what I dressed up as multiple times in cosplay. And so I've often noticed that more often than not, frankly, and I think Ty, now you've come to the light, that if you watch the trailer, you're losing a piece of you're losing a sense of nuance that you would get if you saw it when it happened in the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? I managed to not watch any of the No Way Home or the No Way Home trailers. And so when I saw that when I saw all these folks in it, of course I heard things here and there, but when I saw what was going on, it was crazy to see it for the first time, as opposed to the 100th time that I seen it, because I kept watching the endless loop of trailers that they will put on Instagram or Twitter or X or YouTube or even on TV. So it to me is just, it changes, it lifts the gravitas of the movie because you're seeing all these scenes for the first time, as opposed to what used to happen, which is I would see in the climatic scenes stuff that I saw in the trailer, which made it less enjoyable. Ty, you in agreement? Yeah, because Ant's giving me the look like Ant don't get it, but
I'm totally in agreement with you as it pertains to Marvel-based products. At this point, I cannot, because you saw me go on that rant when Thor started talking all that shit about, oh, this farewell to thanks, and I was like, man, shut up! Like nobody, shut up! Nobody asked you to let us know that you possibly might die.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to know that. Let me
we don't want to think about that shit.
Let me feel it. Let me feel that emotion in that moment. So, and look, to your credit, Marvel has consistently done this for the last shit. I don't even know, like every project, every project, after Avengers Endgame, like it's so crazy. They was willing. They at one point they wanted to damn near fire old boy for leaking some shit, and then go on to leak everything from that point on. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, so yes, I'm 100%. Everybody's been telling me, trying to tell me, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know who you saw. No, don't tell me to go see it. No, I will wait till I'm in the movies for the first time, or at least catching it with however I catch it. But I'm not about to sit there and be like, oh damn, I knew this part was coming. Now, or better yet, sitting in the movie waiting for the part that I know is coming. Bro, I don't want that. I want
that shit.
Everything to feel fresh. I want that emotional connection to the storyline and everything. I cannot have that if you've already shown me. If you show me 35% of the movie, and you know what I'm saying, in just a 4-minute trailer and all of the best parts, like I don't want that. Like don't do that.
Literally, Ty, does this same thing happen to you? That like when I see the clip, when I see the trailer, when I go to the movie, all I'm thinking is, when does this part happen? Oh, this must be the part where this part happens. Oh, we're about to see the part where, and I don't like that. I just want to watch the movie and not have any pretext. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, for stuff that I'm going to see. Now, if we're talking about like for One Piece, you know, which had another season, I'll watch the preview for that because I'm like, all right, I'm just going to binge it and, you know.
Exactly.
You know, I'll watch the preview for it. And I'm not really as into One Piece as a lot. I didn't watch all 10,000 episodes of it just yet. My oldest did just watch all of One Piece. She was so excited. She was so happy too. She's like, guess what? I finally finished. She saw it last year. She was like, I finally finished all of the One Piece episodes. Oh, wow. She used to come into the cave with me, and she'd be sitting there. I'd be playing games, and she's sitting there watching.
The anime or the live action?
The anime, like all 10,000 episodes of the anime, man. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm tempted to give it a shot because when I watched the One Piece, I don't know about y'all, and I was, it's so funny because I was this close to almost accidentally showing the Brand New Day preview because I just went to there just so I could get this little thing on the screen. I had to scroll past the trailer, and I saw like the quick. I'm not watching, but anyway, yeah, like the One Piece thing. If we could chat on that real quick before we start getting ready to head on up out of here, because again, if you want to see the Spider-Man trailer, it's all over the place. We're not going to show it here, and I just put it in the header to show that we're not going to talk about it, but that we're going to talk about the fact that it came out. But I literally am inundated with texts. My brother, some of my friends, some of my cousins that know how big into Spider-Man I am. Yo, did you see the new? And I'm like, NOPE? Nope, it will not happen. I will not be watching, and you should know this about me. Because if it's Spider-Man related, then I don't want it to be spoiled. Now, having said that,
what if you get sneak attacked by one of the girls by accident?
Oh, no, that's why I cover my eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cover my eyes.
You just walk in and they're watching, and you're like, "Oh, what's this?" And then it's like, "Oh, just batch."
Nah, as soon as I notice, I'm like, "Oh, like yo." Now, in contrast, I did watch the Noir previews, but only once. You know, I just wanted to see what it was getting into because I was still trying to envision Nick Cage, doing stunts I just like I gotta see what this looks like. But I'm not gonna.
Don't try and envision it. It's one of those things. Watch the preview before it comes out.
Yo, real quick story. I think I may have told this before, but have you all ever had like a big spoil for a movie or a show that just fucked it up for you completely? Did somebody ever fuck up a movie for you that you was really really looking forward to, and before you even had a chance to like cover your ears or to cover your eyes, like it was too late. You had already been spoiled. Has that ever happened to any of y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't think of like what it was particularly that was spoiled. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, obviously, in some form of context, I mean, we watch television all the time. Like this is why I don't go on Facebook or Instagram or any of that shit until I watch something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a rule for me now. Like I don't scroll or anything like that until I watch what I want to see, because I don't want it to be ruined by like a meme or something. And then I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I have to go back. Oh, now I understand the meme. So I mean, I totally understand where like, you know, it ruins that nuance for you, but I don't know. I just stay out of it so I don't have to worry about it. Like, you know, kind of like you said.
And has that happened to you? Because you're a movie blog guy. I'm assuming you probably have had things spoiled, but you don't really care about spoilers. I feel like you're like, I'm still going to.
I mean, for me, I have been spoiled. I've had things that have been revealed to me. I think somebody spoiled that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father before I saw the movie. Like, that was out there. But I think when it happened, a lot of the things, like even with trailers, like the movie still is good, right? Like I'm going to see the trailer or I don't see the trailer. The movie still, to me, is going to have to stand on its own, because sometimes movies have great trailers, but then the movies themselves is not on that same energy. Sony is good at that. A lot of their trailers for their little movies in the Spider universe look great, but the movie didn't match. But I get what you're saying. Certain movies you got to do that with. Spider-Man, do that. Venom, you got to know what you're getting.
I can watch the really.
Look. Oh, here's a perfect example. When I saw Captain America, the last one, I didn't need to know that Red Hulk was coming out.
Right.
Before I saw Red Hulk.
Right.
Like, give me that moment in the movies to be like, oh shit. Oh, give me that oh shit moment. Like something you keep to yourself, you keep close to your chest. Like if we watch this next Avengers movie and Thor dies, I'm going ham on the internet. I'm not gonna even lie to you, and I'm tagging Hemsworth in it. Like I'm like, yo, I'm not scared of you, dude. Like so, like my thing is certain things like that. When we saw Endgame and Robert Downey Jr. died, we all experienced that.
Right.
We all experienced that together. That was one of the things they kept close to the vest. And that experience resonates to this day. We still know how to. So I need those moments. I need everybody to chill out, because look, we don't even need it. We have the conspiratory gallery that's going to have all of their thoughts and processes and opinions about who they think, what they think, how they think. So, like, let's just play with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
We can play with that. It's all hypothetical. But what I don't like is when we gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? We got footage showing me parts of that. When I saw that in the movies, I was not impressed at all. Why? Because I already knew it was coming. I already knew that scene was coming. That scene would have been way better, because this whole nigga literally fought a Hulk. And like that scene would have been way better if I did not know it was coming.
Different though. That's just about what they put in the trailer, right? Like when you saw the trailer or the commercials for Infinity War and Thanos was throwing a fucking moon at Iron Man, you're gonna tell me that took away from the experience of seeing that in the theaters? I can't believe that.
I didn't see
that. You didn't see that?
But the difference is we had already been introduced to Thanos multiple times. And so it wasn't a surprise that Thanos was going to make an appearance in the Endgame movie. We already had seen him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's about what they show, right?
Yes.
So that's different.
Yeah, you know what would have made me mad? You know what would have made me mad? Let me say this real quick, Ty. What would have made me mad as fuck is if they had showed Captain America getting Mjolnir in the preview and been like, Oh shit! Because that was a huge part. Like they're still showing clips of when that happened in the movie theater. It would have made me mad if they had showed T'Challa, Okoye, and Shuri coming out of the Doctor Strange portal. But they withheld that information. But sometimes I guess you got to work with what you got. All I was gonna say is like,
hot take. I don't care that Tony Stark died. I'm just mad that Spider-Man didn't die with him.
Whoa! What the fuck? What kind of shit? What the fuck kind of bullshit is he on? Like, he's trying to. You trying to what? Are you trying to kill off Spidey, bro? Like, what the hell? What kind of bullshit?
So, in the comics, Miles stepped up because Peter died. So
yeah, but that happened.
I'm like, yo.
All right.
I got you.
But you got that in the Spider-Verse. They did that in the Spider-Verse, dude.
That's not. You know what I want.
Well, I got a feeling you might get your wish here, man, because they are going to be having this movie come out here pretty soon. So we'll chat on that, I'm sure. But either way, I'm not watching it because, like, right now, as it stands, I don't know whether or not Trammell. Oh my God, I always mess up his name. Tillman. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's Robbie. I don't know if he's Tombstone. I don't know if he's some new random and I bet you that the preview gives some sort of indication as to what role he plays. But I don't want to know. I want to learn when
his character's already been
I don't know who it is, and I don't want to know. I'm not even going to check the comments. So sorry, chat. I'm not even looking at the chat because I don't want nobody to be an asshole in the chat and be like, oh, well, just so you know, he's going to be Peter's stepdaddy. You know, he's my Miranda. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It was a chat that fucked me up when I went to go see. Everybody here has seen Force Awakens, right? Like the Star Wars Force Awakens, the J.J. Abrams reboot. I was periscoping when Periscope was a thing. Because I went to go see it, the premiere in LA. I got to shake Han Solo hand. I got to meet Lupita. I got to meet Sofia Vergara, she was only there to support her husband who was in the movie. And I'm going in. I'm like, yeah, y'all, I'm about to go into the what's that say? Han Solo. Like, yo, somebody said in the chat what happened to Han Solo. I was like, yo, you playing, right? You playing? And I didn't enjoy the whole movie because they had spoiled that for me. So I don't want that to ever happen again, so I will not be seeing this. What I will be seeing is the next episode of Paradise, which we haven't talked about yet, but we don't have time to because we talked all about me being in a tornado and being at South by Southwest and Yaz getting a half tan and seeing all of these things on the screen that we didn't see. So yeah, we unfortunately ran out of time for that, but we could talk about it a little bit afterwards. But yeah, that we also didn't really get a chance to talk in length, which we weren't going to anyway, about the One Piece live action season 2, which did drop just recently. So maybe we could do that again in a session after this and drop it either tomorrow or sometime in the next few days, since we did run a little short today. Yeah, a little short. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what we talked about for so long, but for whatever reason, we had to go ahead and
oh man.
Have you tried Blue Chew? Blue Chew. This segment has been brought to you by Blue Chew. Hey, you see little commercials like, yeah, hey, can you believe it? I got so many Viagra for only $9. The CVS tried to charge me $100, and now we're like, all right, that's cool. Go ahead, yes.
I just think it's funny that the melanated people are making fun of the non-melanated people and need blue chews. I just think that's real funny.
Well,
yeah,
I can barely. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Well, listen, we got more to chat on. I hope y'all are y'all caught up? I don't think y'all caught up on Paradise. I know one of y'all is.
I'm not caught up. No.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this last episode. Oh man, this bitch is batshit, boy. Oh my God, and we get a little bit of a. It's a baby. It's a tiny bit of like origin story. So yeah, let's talk about that.
I can't wait for us to talk about this because I can almost tell just like how this whole thing is about to play out.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about it on the flip. Also, by the way, don't forget. I think this is the month From comes back. So we're going to be having Ant on full overload. So if you ain't subscribed to the movie blog, if you are from follower, we will definitely be partaking in all of the speculation. Why is there a hotel? Why is there a pool? Why is the man have a yellow jacket instead of all of that? Well, let's talk about it on the flip. As we always say, I appreciate each and every last one of you, Ant, Yazzie, the homie Bad Ty, and all of you. And as we always say, be your authentic self, because if you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. And if you a geek, go ahead, let that good old geek flag fly. Catch you on the flip. Hit the notifications, hit that like. See ya.
Listen up. New Blurred. Oh, hold on. Can I do that again? Hey, check out New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. It's the newest thing on the. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm so sorry. Hey, shout out to New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. The funniest people, the friendliest people, and also the nerdiest people you ever see. And the black. Check them out.